Hey everyone, Craig with StuffCatsWant.com, and today we are looking at the Surefeed Microchip Pet Feeder. This is often defined as an automatic feeder, but not in the more traditional sense. So there aren't any timers or feeding options from your cell phone or anything like that. Instead, what happens is it's actually attached to the microchip in the neck of your pet. And essentially, when your pet gets nearby it, it goes ahead and pops on open. Now, if your cat doesn't have a microchip or your dog doesn't have a microchip, that's not necessarily a deal breaker. You can get a collar that does come with an attached little microchip that will go ahead and pop it on open or close it up when the cat walks away. I would recommend you do go ahead and get a microchip just for safety's sake, but that's a totally different conversation. So why did I buy this thing? I have two cats, Lexi and Beast, as many of you may know, and Lexi is quite a bit more food motivated than Beast is, and she was stealing all of Beast's food. So we had to find a way to stop Lexi from basically getting overweight by getting way too much food, and ensure that Beast actually managed to get her breakfast and dinner every day. So enter the Surefeed Microchip Pet Feeder, and there was the solution. So basically, you can probably see mine looks relatively well used after the past year plus of having it in place. So the beautiful part about it is that it's super simple to configure. You basically get your cat nearby it for a couple of seconds, and it's got a little button right here in the back shaped like a cat. Push that down, and voila, your cat is basically mapped into the feeder, and whenever they come around, it'll go ahead and pop open. Now, it does have a training process built in. You could probably hear when it opens and closes that it is a little bit loud, so it can startle cats initially. And basically the way it's designed is so that it has progressively opening and closing settings, and essentially it gives your cat a chance to adjust to it while still getting a chance to eat before it actually closes or opens all the way. So that program can be run over a couple of days or a couple of weeks if necessary, until your cat is ready for it to fully open and close and go ahead and actually get to their meals. So the really good parts about it are it's been excellent at keeping our cat Lexi out of Beast's food, and also when my parents come and visit with their golden retriever, she stays out of Beast's food as well. So it does a nice job in that case. Beast is a quite skittish cat, and she adjusted to it within 3 or 4 days. She was eating out of it without any problem whatsoever. It does take a couple of C batteries that basically get dropped into the bottom of it. Mine have lasted well over a year with constant use, so that's not going to be a big long-term expense for you in any way, shape, or form. And it does come with a couple of dishwasher. It says they're not dishwasher safe. I've washed them in the dishwasher numerous times, and they're perfectly fine on the top rack. So I call them dishwasher safe bowls that fit right in it. But honestly, any tiny little stainless steel bowl will also fit right inside of it with no problem. So you've got a lot of options there to go ahead and actually get your cat fed. And one additional kind of lightweight bonus is that it will help keep wet food fresher for longer periods of time. There's no ice packs or anything that come with it. But it does definitely seal the air inside if you use the included bowls. The only thing I would really call out as not being good about it is if you do have an extremely aggressive, and I don't mean, attacking another animal kind of aggressive, but a cat that is food motivated and really aggressive, they probably will be able to pry open the Surefeed feeder, and that's primarily because it's not really designed as a full-on locking mechanism, more as instead, it's just intended to be like a lightweight blocker, as opposed to handling somebody really trying to dig into it. So one of our foster cats that we had for a period of time did manage to kind of pry it partially open. Never really got a chance to fully dig in there and steal all the food, but that's primarily because we were home. So if you do have a cat that's like that pries open shelves, cupboards, those kind of things, you may want to be careful on making this purchase. And the primary reason I say that is the other drawback of it is quite expensive. So when I purchased mine, it was, you know, a little under $150, and I believe that's, you know, still the case as of today when I looked at it out there. So it can be a quite hefty investment, and if you've got an animal that's going to go ahead and pry it open anyway, it might not actually solve the problem of your cat, you know, being safe in having their food. That being said, I personally give it, you know, a bunch of paws up. You know, Lexi and Beast are both happy with it in their own ways. Lexi has lost 2 pounds since we got it, which from 14 to 12.5 has been excellent, and Beast now actually gets her dinner and her breakfast every day without it being stolen by Lexi. So, you know, a nice solid 4 paws up from us here at StuffCatsWant.com. It's a great product, and it can definitely help solve a problem if you've got one cat stealing another cat's food. Craig here with StuffCatsWant.com. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video on the Surefeed Microchip Pet Feeder useful, please go ahead and click subscribe below so I can keep making more of these videos.